Oh, such a lovely sunrise out here on the crappy little cobblestone platform that I have yet to do anything with. Hello, everybody. This is Frogman. Welcome back to Compact Claustrophobia. I'm out here just starting because I'm out here starting. Why not? You know, you got to do a few things every once in a while. I was really thinking about doing a lot of playing around and building a decent sized base out here in the air. There's a problem, or at least I can't figure out how to change it. This mod pack apparently uses the Sky Islands plugin or Sky Islands mod to be able to relocate you back to a specific location in the world every single time you die or spawn somewhere else. So the problem I've been having tried is figuring out how to be able to change the spawn point from, I think it's about right here, to somewhere else in the world. Even with this right here, I still spawn somewhere else. So if I move this and I put it out over there and then I die or I try to come back and however I want to do the things like that, I end up right here. So that's one of those things. Set spawn, I haven't tried. I really don't care. But at this point, what we're going to do, I think, is we're going to try to knock a few more of the quests that we have going on out. And then we're going to kind of try to possibly go do a little bit of exploration into the real world. So like I said, with the process, I was planning on building another base. I may still just build a base outside on that platform. But I think what we're going to do is we're going to knock out as many of these things as we can. So let's look at what I've done in between episodes, and then we're going to talk about what we did, what we're going to do, or what we're going to look at and how we're going to play with it today. A lot of what we had left over was just crafting stuff. So like the automated wood was one of those things. I just had to craft a bunch of these and a bunch of this stuff and a bunch of that. I was not intending on ever going to use this process as far as being able to mine trees. It's kind of silly. It would work, but you know, for the amount of work that this took to get in here, we're still living off the initial however many logs I ground out early on in game. I mean, I think I ground out about a couple of hundred logs and then I quit, and I haven't needed any more since. So it's kind of one of those, you're supposed to be doing a few things and we're not doing those things because of the fact that we're doing other things. So we've got that little quest taken care of. Hey, can we have my thing back, please? So I did not do that. We're not even going to worry about it. I went ahead and crafted a magician's table, which an enchantment table is just a couple of these. So not a humongous big deal. Again, you can use this to apply enchantments on your materials or your machines or your things, so they, you know, work faster or they break less often or they do whatever. So again, another one of those things. Hard carbon pickaxe. Hard carbon pickaxe. I crafted said hard carbon pickaxe. Hard carbon pickaxes are another one of those has to happen after you get diamond nuggets. So you can't really do a whole heck of a lot with a hard carbon pickaxe before then. The thing about a hard carbon pickaxe is made to do scavenging things for boron dust and lithium dust. Mainly that's it. So between those two, if you're looking at trying to make a lot of boron and a lot of lithium, specifically, you use a hard carbon pickaxe. Or you can just do the other thing that we're doing, which I believe, if I can click on the correct button, is a steel pickaxe. And steel pickaxe, to me, makes a little bit more sense because of the fact that not only do I get that, I also get all of the other things, plus lapis, plus everything else that I need. So, and steel is a heck of a lot easier and a heck of a lot cheaper to make, at least at that point in time, than hard carbon pickaxes. And again, you can always just fix them with an energetic infuser if you so feel like the need to do so. We'll put him away. We'll put that away. I don't need you anymore. I'm going to hang on to these. We've got a few other things in our inventory. Last episode, we made these wonderful force more smear ingot thingies, whatever's quad smingets. I've yet to eat one of them since last episode, so it's kind of funny because we really haven't needed to. Let's see, what else have we done in the Interium? In the Interium, I went ahead and automated the 3 times, what do you call it, pulverizing process with the thermal pulverizer using the tectonic petroleum. That process requires you to take pulverized obsidian and mix it with essence of knowledge to get basalt's powder. So that's what we're doing in this fluid transposer. You then craft it with pulverized obsidian and redstone and this to get the petroleum dust, which you then melt in a melter or a magma crucible. I'm using a melter because it's faster. And finally, you input all that into the tectonic petroleum here, and I think even this will work with that. And what it does is it basically takes the diamonds at that point and gets you a considerable amount more on a diamond block. So if we look at a diamond block and we do this process here, we're guaranteed 3 every time for 100 millibuckets of tectonic petroleum. Since we've got everything automated, it was one of those I might as well just go ahead and get that 3 guaranteed every time for this. And we're still making stuff happen in here. We still have tons and tons and tons and tons of coal. I think you're still working. Yeah, okay. This is just super, super, super slow, and you know, it's just one of those deals. I'm just letting it run until everything happens. I actually am contemplating hitting this thing with some lubricant or some plant oil just to speed it up that 1.25 times, just to make it go a little faster. But for right now, we're not really concerned about it. So let's go out of here. And what else have I done? I have been running diamonds, or doing diamonds as much as I can. We're up to 1,800 diamonds, and a few of these little guys going on here. Plus, I have a whole bunch of hop graphite ingots that I need to, again, go ahead and run. I am probably going to take the... Where is that thing? It's in this one. I am probably going to take this building in here, this room, and expand this considerably. I'm going to probably stack another crusher in here somewhere, just so that I can run twice as fast on those, just to get it over with. We need 4,500 diamonds to make those 500 blocks. So it's going to be another one of those. It's going to happen eventually, just not today, not right now. Actually, how are we doing on the poop? We're not quite a quarter. Well, we're a little over a quarter way there on that one too. This one needs some more work. I really need a speed on that. I can make this a lot faster. I just have to make a whole bunch more garden cloches, which is not really something I'm interested in doing. As far as all that goes, I did go ahead and complete this one, which we had crafted almost everything for, except the steel sheet metal slabs and the cauldron. I have built this thing so many stinking times, I'm not even interested in playing with this right now. If we need to, we will build it. We have all the parts. We've done everything we needed. I went ahead and completed the computer line, the open computer line, which is craft all of this stuff. And come on, hit the back button and put the disc into it. I did do a couple of little things and made a bunch of stuff around and didn't put it away because we're not using it. It's not important to us right now. I believe anything else that's left in this chapter we've gotten taken care of. And let's go back to here. This one right here is actually kind of funny. If you need an advanced item filter, you have an item with at least 100,000 or 100 million RF charge. Place down a strongbox, put a simple filter and 4 zombie flesh inside it. Right click with charged item to harness the power of lightning. Advise you to stay back. This is the only way you can craft that thing. Even right now, if I want one of those advanced item filters, I have to craft that thing. And I don't know why it hasn't checked, because I've crafted it a couple of times. I've used those things a couple of times. So I don't know what whether it's broken on my end. I've been having all kinds of problems with this pack, like the end quest for that matter in here. I keep complaining it. I can keep claiming it over and over and over again. I don't know whether it's just something that happened or whatever. Who knows? So, with all of that, we are caught up to the point that I want to talk about this cube right here. I do want to touch on a specific thing in this pack if you decide not to go to the excavator route and go after diamonds. This was something we worked on a long time ago, which was opened in this little section right here, which is rather annoying because there's very little information in any of this. So the first off thing is we're going to go back through all of this. We need to be able to craft a nitrogen collector so that we can do nitrogen for other things. Can you stop hitting the wrong button? We also need to be able to do electrolyzers because we need electrolyzers for the hydrogen and the oxygen. We need to be able to get boron, or we need to start talking about boron and melters. We need to do all of that stuff. Then it goes into this ammonia in a chemical reactor. It's explaining to you how to do this, and I really need to quit hitting the wrong button. Then another boric acid ammonia is an interesting comment in another chemical reactor. Same down here. Chemical reactor. Chemical reactor. Crystallizer. Community pressure. Do you know the reason why we needed this? The reason why I already have all this stuff checked out was for the... Where is it? Hang on a second. Plate. For these things. The elite plating. And the elite platings need the crystal binder. And to get a crystal binder here, which I have a whole bunch of, you need to be able to get calcium sulfate. Calcium sulfate is made on a similar kind of a process where it takes calcium sulfate, calcium solution, chemical reaction between sulfuric acid, fluorite, water, fluorite, crushed fluorite, water, sulfuric acid again. You need a whole bunch of this, almost the exact same process. Let me just say like that. It's almost the exact same process as what it takes to make a cubic boron nitrate. So we're going to step through all of this silliness today. I've already got it set up. We're going to turn the machine on, and I'm going to go in here and explain how this works, because the really silly part is we need a few of these in order to progress with the rest of the section in this quest book right down here to complete this corner. So, in order to get the cubic boron nitrate, please stick with me. This is one of those long, silly strings, and the really bad thing is we're only going to ever need about, what was the number? 7 of these things? 7, I think, because this will allow me to make 2 of these. Or now you're going to need more than, yeah, seven of those exactly, because I think after that, the next step is we need 3 of these to do this. So we're going to complete this today. We're going to get it over with and done. So boron nitrate, cubic boron nitrate requires hexagonal boron nitrate in a crushed form. Crushed form is made in a crystallizer with boron nitride solution. Boron nitride solution is made in a chemical reactor with ammonia and boric acid. We will get the nitride and we'll get the water. Let's go down the ammonia since it's easier. Ammonia is made with hydrogen gas and nitrogen gas. Nitrogen gas, of course, is collected from the atmosphere using a nitrogen collector. And the hydrogen gas, we have so much hydrogen gas because of the fact that's how we're powering our base. So I went and stole a liquid hydrogen gas tank full with about that much stuff in it. So on to the fun part, the actual hard part where we're going to have to do this. Hang on a minute. I need to go that way to here. The boric acid. Boric acid is another chemical reactor where we're going to take diborane, mix it with water. We're going to get boric acid and we're going to get hydrogen gas. Remember this 3,000 hydrogen gas right here, because it's going to be right here, right there. We're going to take hydrogen gas, we're going to mix molten boron with it, and we're going to get the diborane. So we're going to get the hydrogen gas back. It's going to take an ingot of molten boron and make a bucket of diborane. Here's where the problem is it takes a half a bucket to get diborane that is going to be able to make 3 buckets of hydrogen gas. So what we're going to do with this whole process is I'm going to kickstart it with a tank of this stuff. It's going to cycle back into there, and it's also going to come over to one of these chemical reactors to be mixed with the nitrogen. And I think after a while, it's either going to be very small loss or almost exactly what I need to be able to do. As far as the last step in the process, we need to take a melter and we need to melt boron into molten boron, which what we're going to do here. Now, I've set this whole thing up. So this is going to make the molten boron. This is going to make the boron, the diborane, and the hydrogen, and the stuff. This one right here is going to make the boronic acid, the boric acid, this one. In this chemical reactor, we're going to take the 2 things that we're going to get. We're going to take the boric acid and we're going to take the ammonia. We're going to mix them together and we're going to get the boron nitrate solution. The water that's going to come out of this system, I could probably pump the water back in here, and actually I should probably look at that really quickly because I was just planning on getting rid of it. Water into hydrogen gas, boric acid. Boric acid, when turned into this, will give you 2 buckets of water versus the 3 buckets. So yeah, it would be a diminishing return if I tried to not keep that full of water, or however that was at. But it doesn't really matter. We're going to throw the water away from this process. Over here in this little corner, because I ran out of room, I'm going to use this chemical reactor to take the nitrogen that's in that tank. We're going to mix it with some oxygen that's up here somewhere. It's up there. I got to hit the button on it. We're going to turn this thing on one little step at a time. Those 2 are going to go into that chemical reactor and then flow out of that pipe into this crystallizer where the stuff is going to get crystallized. And then it's going to be turned into a crystal, this thing right here, that cubic boron nitrate crystal at the end of it. I'm tired. Are you? Does your brain hurt now? Mine hurts. This is one of those things. Look at this. Look at this silly right here. I need this for 7 pieces of this. 7. If I'm ever planning on doing a couple of things. Because the usage here is going to be very simple. We're not going to use it for a boron nitrate pickaxe. We're going to be using it in the alloy furnace with a couple of pieces of hop graphite to get a piece of unrefined Desh. And a piece of unrefined Desh we're going to make a Desh ingot out of, and then we're going to make a Desh pickaxe. Actually, I think my numbers are off because it's Desh sticks. We need enough of that stuff to make a Desh pickaxe, basically. And I think actually a Desh... Is it? Really? Hang on. Desh pickaxe. Was it 7? No, it's 9. Okay, whatever. It doesn't really matter. The whole thing is at that whole point, the only reason why you'd even use any more of it on that, because of the Bohr, click on this, you can use this, is because of these guys. This recipe was changed here for this instabulation apparatus to include the boron nitride things. It's normally a diamond pickaxe or diamond sword, excuse me. And what you do with this instabulation apparatus is you put it in a centrifugal separator and you use that augment to break down morbs, reusable morbs. And because we have ex nihilo, and I was actually kind of thinking about going down this line to spawn Enderman and Blazes, is because of the fact we have creepy dolls from ex nihilo. And I've done this before. It's kind of fun, actually, where you take a creeping doll or creepy doll here. This creepy doll, simple, easy to make. Once you get some glowstone and some netherwort and some black dye, which we have, you drop that into a barrel of witch water. Witch water is just water that's been sat over a bunch of mycelium until it's been allowed to change. That will spawn an Enderman in or around the bucket. Well, if he's close enough that you can catch him in a morb being thrown at him, more or less, you throw. If you don't know how these work, these are kind of like the Pokeballs or the other things from some of the other mods. You can throw a morb at a entity in the world, and it will capture them. So you can then take that morb here, this little dude right here, and put it through a machine with that instabulation apparatus where it will clean out all the stuff out of the morb, return the morb to you, and give you back some experience and some of the parts for the mob that you collect. It's another one of those long, drawn-out, silly processes that if you really want to stop doing the other function of, making, where is it in here? Is it this one? This one. If you really want to stop doing silly stuff like this with the robots or the other things or however, yeah, you can. It's pretty simple, easy to do. I'm not going to do that. We're not going to worry about that process. So let's go down here. We're going to start this and we're going to make the things that we need. So I have to give this whole entire process power, and I did not bring a tunnel with me. Can I have a tunnel, please? There should be one spot down that will allow me to turn this on. So everybody should be getting power shortly. I hope. Maybe I gotta go outside. Lights are still on. They're not exploded. There you go. And back downstairs. All right, so that's going to make our melted stuff. And I'm going to probably say at this point, we're going to put about, I don't need you guys, I made way too many of those. We'll just do like that for right now. I don't know how that happened. No, I don't want this. Give me, thank you. Put them back in a stack. We're going to make a stack of 8. And I have way too much junk in my inventory again. I don't need you. I don't need you. I don't think I need that anymore. We'll hang on to it for just a second. I sure don't need that anymore. I don't know why I'm carrying it around. And you guys can go away. Put this down. I know I made some more upgrades. Thank you. All right. There we go. Now we can play around with this. You get those. That's going to make a little bit of stuff. That's going to be put in here. I have yet to do anything with this, so we'll do those. And I think all I need to do with you is go like that. And that's going to make our first chemical. And that chemical is going to be diborane and hydrogen. So again, that hydrogen should float around and come back in here, and it will also start to fill up over here once I get a... Did I put the filter in this one? Yes, okay. So once we get a few of these done, we'll be ready to go. I need to extract off of you, and hopefully that gets put in here. All right, nice. So now we're going to start making the two things over here that we need to make, or the one thing over here that we need to make, which is going to be the, let's see, ammonia, and that should be it. Now I want to go ahead and place the ammonia in here. That will go into there. So we've already got some boric acid happening because we had the chemical reactor sitting here with diborane. So give you guys that. So we've got the water coming in via our refined storage system. That is being turned into the boric acid and some water, I believe. No, it's not water. What is it? It's, my brain is not functional right now. That's the one that feeds the hydrogen back into the system. So we should actually be making a little bit more. But again, like I said, it doesn't really matter. All we're going to try to do is make just a few of these. Now that those are working, we should have some of that stuff being removed. That should be leaving out of here. Up, extract, ready to go. So out of here, we've got the boron nitride solution leaving. That should be headed over to this crystallizer. I hope. Where are you? Did I not set this to active? I didn't. Go. So I've got filters in these guys. This is filtering for water. This one is filtering for a absence of water or a blacklist of water. So that should put this in here. We're now got the boron nitride solution. And you guys can do that as well. Once that sorts through that little bit of stuff. So we're already capped out on that. I love it. This is nice and slow because I haven't given it its speed upgrades yet. Water goes away. This is nice. We've got plenty of boric acid. That's amazing. So we're just waiting on things over here to happen. Crystallizers are going. Do we have a couple of these? We've got a couple of them. So what did we figure? We needed 5, 6, 7 of those, right? So we're going to let those work for just a little bit. Chemical reactor. Yeah, you're doing good. Good. This is a problem, is this liquid nitrogen. This thing may or may not be able to keep up with this at that point. And then, yeah, that's kind of what I was wondering, was whether or not we were going to run out of hydrogen and I was going to have to import it back into the system. Let's go grab a little bit more hydrogen really quickly. This won't take long. I just got to go into that cube and in this cube, and you do this. I really should find a speed upgrade for that thing. Do I have any upgrades? I do have 3. Let's just throw all 3 of those in there. Here, have at it. There we go. Just want to make sure we have enough to complete this project. Out. There. Oh yeah, it's in the basement. Still have yet to do this. Do that down here. And then you can have your tank back. Good deal. Go. That's still really slow. But I guess it doesn't really matter. We don't need a lot of it. That's more than we need already. Ding, ding, ding. All right, let's go out of here. We're just going to let that run until it dies. That whole cube is actually, I think, almost pointless. I don't think we're doing anything in here at all anymore. Except for, now I'm wrong. I'm still making the Blizz powder in here and glowstone. So, yeah, whatever. All right, cool. Let's go do the rest of this. Where are we? This is going to be required to make a couple of things. Now, the instabulation apparati, let's go ahead and make one of those really quickly. That thing is going to need 2 of those. 1, 2. This. And that. And what else is it? Is that an Invar gear? Oh, come on. Invar. We don't have any Invar? I just made a whole bunch of stuff. Make some Invar. Thank you. Come here. No. There. Use. Go. There's that augment. Ding, ding. Hard hitters. Fag Dime says some nice properties is a fancy way to extract some XP. Yes, it is. It's a lot of fun. We may or may not get bored and do it. I don't know. Last one I want to work on right now is going to be Discount Diamonds, which is a Desh Pickaxe. Desh Pickaxe. Desh. It's funny. I can go to Mars right now after we do a bunch of things and go get some Desh if we want to. But if we want Desh right now for any of the Desh equipment, the helmets, the pickaxes, the swords, all that stuff, I can make that if I really, 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 really want to right now because I have access to making Desh. So Desh is going to be hop graphite dust and boron nitride, whatever this thing is, right there. There. We need 16 of those. Click. Need to grind those back down. Hey. Do I have to put those in a... Oh, please tell me I can grind those back down. Really? I thought you could grind... Where is it? It is in here. It's in this one. No. Actually, no, it's not that. It's do that. And then we have to sit here and wait on that. How are we doing in here anyway? You're doing pretty good. Cool. All right, well, I'm going to let that run through, and, you know, hopefully this won't take too terribly long, so I'll see you guys in a little second. Okay, cool. And that's going to work. They're doing that. Good deal. All right. Okay, let me get out of that noisy room. Got the parts that I believe I'm going to need, so now we need to go back into the green cube up here and toss this stuff in here with that. And there will make us out unrefined Desh. Very cool. That should be in here now. All 7 pieces of that can go in this furnace to be smelted down into Desh ingots. I hope I got enough of this stuff. 2 sticks. 1, 2. And the rest of the thing, there's a Desh pickaxe. Ding, ding. Thank you very much. Discount diamonds. Let's speak on this just a little bit. This is the way you're supposed to be automating, or at least effectively automating, the production of diamonds using the arc furnace. So, let's speak about this for a second. The use on this pickaxe, if you hit scavenge, you're going to see pulverized platinum, hopstitute graphite fibers, pulverized aluminum, pulverized things like this, tiny coals. What we're supposed to be doing is we're supposed to be taking those hopstitute carbon fiber fingers, hopstitute this stuff right here, this carbon fiber deal, and we're supposed to be placing 9 of those with a piece of hop graphite dust into an arc furnace to smelt for 10 seconds at the maximum amount right there to get 9 hop graphite ingots and a piece of coke dust back. 9 of those, again, if you take 9 of those, that's 3 diamond nuggets for 1 piece of hop graphite dust and a bunch of this stuff. So I should be doing this. Again, coal, 1, 2, 3, coal. I mean, we're going to do this for a couple of minutes. This thing is repairable, so like I said, you'd only ever really need to make one more of these, or one of these, so that you can occasionally just go ahead and repair it if you needed to. But I'm just going to hit the wall here for a second, and then we're going to see what we get. I mean, I'm not really counting the amount of hits. I'm not really worried about it, but for the durability counter, which I should be able to read right there, we've worn out, let's just take that down to 24, so we can say we've used 100 hits on this. It's going to take a second, but whatever. Where are we at? 40. Whoop. I'm not counting. I'm just hitting the wall, just as a kind of a for instance. 1, 2, 3, 4. So for 100 hits, we get 16 of those. 48 of this. Utterly useless. I don't even understand why we're getting iridium in this pack, unless there's some magic thing that I'm not seeing in NEI once again, or JEI once again. And 16. Remember, this is a percentage amount. So This you get at a 11% chance, I believe. Yeah, 11.62% chance. Again, at 9 of those. That's not even there. That's 1. So for 100 hits, again, right? Come on, whatever. For 100 hits, I got 1 and just barely enough to do the next thing, which is fine because I believe the counter is screwed up on this. Maybe, I mean, it kind of looks like it was going down a little faster than it was. But yeah, for 100 hits, that's how much we got out of there, which was technically 3 nuggets. 3 nuggets of these. 3 of those. Which, again, every time this thing happens to pick up a diamond block, 1 diamond ore, it makes 3 diamonds. So if I really feel like it, I'll set up about a dozen more of these things because it will go a lot faster and use less power overall than this process in here. We are going to probably continue to do this. I've got the hop graphite ingots, set up, and I think the other really big problem that I have with this right now is that now that we have the access to the outside, I can go hunt up a village if there are any villagers left over here, and I need to sleep so I don't kill any of them. Okay, yeah, as far as villagers, there may be 1 or 2 over here. I'm not exactly certain. I've been really trying to be careful when I'm outside, especially at night, to sleep immediately. There looks to be someone stuck in the door there. Cool, we may have 1. Somebody's in this one somewhere. Or was. Maybe that's that guy up there making noise. But, we got a librarian. Hi, how are you? What do you sell? What do you sell? You sell one of the trolliest books in the whole game. That's hilarious. Okay, cool. 1, 2. I don't hear anybody else. I'm really not in the mood to try to breed them either. Is that all I get is 2? Well, I mean, that's all you need. I did come down here and kind of look around trying to find that guy earlier, but I didn't think he was in here. Huh. When we first came out, I kind of dug around a little bit trying to find this other one. Apparently, there's another one buried in the ground somewhere right here. Yeah, I don't know. Because the problem is, in order to be able to make the full strength electrodes right off the bat without wasting lots and lots and lots of this stuff, is with the blueprint that you have to purchase either from an engineer or from being found in the world in a dungeon chest. So yeah, I don't know what we're going to do with that. It's kind of the reason why I'm leaving the arc furnaces alone for right now, just because I really don't feel like playing with them. So let's go in here. Let's look at our box of stuff. This whole entire chapter is complete except for the small glitches. And again, I'm probably going to save those for the end deal, because there's really nothing to them. They're just little dimensions you can go and explore and possibly get a little bit like this one. This one is an adventure map, and the other one is in this one. Where's the other one? This one? Yeah, this one. This is the adventure map, I believe, and then there's another one that has some kind of other little silliness in it. We may or may not do those. I don't know how many of those glitched, how many of those things you can actually enter. The thing I think that from now on, or what we're going to do next episode, is we're going to start working on the extreme agoraphobia chapter, where we can come in here and start doing a few. Actually, let's go do that right now. We can end the episode today by punching a tree. Let's punch a tree. There's a tree right here. Hey, tree. You watch, I have to go find an oak tree. Nope. Cool. Magnet. Come here. Thank you. All right, cool. Well, I guess for that part, like I said, we're going to go ahead and we've got that done. What did you expect? Nothing. At this point, Nothing. Not a thing. That's exactly what I expected. Not a thing. We need to get to working on the NASA workbench. We need to get to working on producing all the fun stuff with Galacticraft. We're going to have a little bit of a blast. We're going to go ahead and do the moon. We're going to go to these planets. I do not know how much of the planets we're actually going to do, but we're going to go ahead and have a little bit of fun. And then I think we're going to call this pack. So we may have 1 or 2 more episodes left in it. I don't know. Just depends on how long I feel like letting this stuff AFK so I can get all the diamonds and all of the poop that we need. So for now, guys, I think I'm going to stand on top of this little large compact machine and look that direction and say, I thank you guys so much for watching. I'll see you in the next episode. Bye. You know what? Mmm.